day everyone, my name is Melisa. In this occasion, I would like to talk about cultural differences between Indonesia and Japan in terms of transportation and mobility. Let's get into the discussion. Transportation and mobility play an important role in shaping a country's culture. Cultural differences between Indonesia and Japan are reflected in how their societies interact with transportation and mobility systems. Here are some differences in terms of transportation and mobility in Indonesia and Japan. Number 1. Public transportation and private transportation usage. In Indonesia, especially big cities like Jakarta, Bandung, Surabaya, dependence on private vehicles, especially motorbikes, is very high. This is caused by the lack of reliable and integrated public transportation infrastructure. Traffic density and lack of dedicated lanes for public transportation force many people to own private vehicles. Meanwhile, Japan is famous for its very efficient public transportation systems such as Shinkansen trains, commuter trains, and extensive subway network. Government support and investment in efficient public transportation infrastructure has created a culture of widespread use of public transportation in Japan. Number 2. Walking habits. Pedestrian infrastructure in many cities in Indonesia may be inadequate. Narrow, irregular, or even non-existent sidewalks make walking less comfortable and sometimes unsafe. Some areas in Indonesia have hot and humid weather which makes walking less comfortable. The culture of walking and cycling is very common in Japan, especially in pedestrian-friendly cities like Kyoto. Pedestrian-friendly urban design and awareness of the importance of a healthy lifestyle have had an impact on Japan's walking and cycling culture. Number 3. Rules for the use of personal transport. Strict regulation regarding the use of private vehicles and high safety standards in public transportation reflect the culture of discipline and collective consciousness in Japanese society. Awareness of strict transportation governance has supported the widespread use of public transportation in Japan. Meanwhile, in several regions in Indonesia, regulations related to public transportation and urban spatial planning policies may be strictly implemented so that public transportation is not always an efficient and comfortable choice for the community. In addition, in some communities in Indonesia, having a private vehicle can be considered a symbol of social status, so many people tended to own private vehicles. Thus, cultural differences between Indonesia and Japan in terms of transportation and mobility are reflected in transportation usage patterns, mobility preference, and awareness of transportation governance in two countries. That's all about our discussion today. See you next time. Bye!